Hey guys, Dwayne Bryant here from WagerTalk.com. In this video, I'm going to be looking at a few of the midweek college basketball games. And what I like to look at is conference rematches. And I like to find statistical anomalies that are not likely to happen in this second meeting that could give us a betting edge. Before I get to that, though, I want to give you guys a coupon code that you can use. It is ALL249. And that will give you my 30-day all-access package for just $249. It's a $100 savings. You can get that at dbbets.com. It's a good time to get on board. I'm hitting 56% on my college hoops sides this season. Since coming to Wager Talk, I've increased bankrolls by over 118% on my college basketball totals. So again, that coupon code is ALL249. Use that on my 30-day all-access at dbbets.com. All right, let's get into the first game, and I'm recording this on Tuesday morning. This first game is a Tuesday game. It's 9 p.m. Eastern, West Virginia at Texas Tech. Now, I use KenPom a lot. It's only $19.95 for a yearly subscription. It's hard to beat that with the statistics that you get there. His score predictions are very, very accurate when it comes to trying to determine what the line is going to be on a game. And if you go by his score prediction for this game, we should see something in the neighborhood of Texas Tech -4 with a total of 140. Now, looking at the first meeting between these two teams, this is going to be a revenge game for Texas Tech. They went into Morgantown. They blew a 12-point lead and lost by a point 2 weeks ago. West Virginia opened that game as a 2.5-point favorite. They closed the game as a 1.5-point underdog. So not only did they win the game, they also covered the closing number. In that game, West Virginia shot a ridiculous 63.2% from three-point range. Now, West Virginia is the Big 12's second best three-point shooting team, and Texas Tech's three-point defense is the worst in the Big 12. But it is still going to be very difficult for West Virginia to even come close to duplicating hitting 63% from three-point range. Also in that game, West Virginia shot 54.5% from two-point range. Now, West Virginia's got the Big 12's worst two-point shooting percentage, and Texas Tech's defense has the Big 12's third best two-point percentage defense. So it's also going to be hard for West Virginia to come close to that 54.5% from two-point range. So given all that and the fact that despite that shooting, they only won by a point and had to rally to do it, I'm looking to back Texas Tech tonight. Now, when I went online here, right before I recorded this, Tech was -5.5. It's a little bit more than what I wanted. So I have not decided if I'm going to pull the trigger on this one yet or not. But I know that I will not be taking West Virginia in this game. That's for sure. Moving on to a Wednesday game, 9 p.m. Eastern, we have Indiana at Northwestern. And again, if we look at KenPom's score prediction for this game, we can expect a score or a line of Indiana minus about 2 and a total of about 136. This is a revenge game for Indiana. They were a 9-point home favorite back on December 23rd. Northwestern beat them by 7. Looking inside the stats for that game, Northwestern shot a ridiculous 67.7% from two-point range. Now, Indiana's two-point percentage defense is better than average, so there's no way that Northwestern should be able to come anywhere close to hitting 67.7% in this game. Now, Indiana, they are a mediocre shooting team. Northwestern's has the worst defense in the Big 12. So, Indiana, what I meant to say was they were a mediocre shooting team in that first matchup. And I expected to see, when I looked at the stats, Indiana shooting better than what they did against the Big Ten's worst defense. It did not happen. I'm looking for Indiana to improve on that here in the rematch. I'm going to be taking a good look at Indiana here if the line comes out Indiana -3 or less. any more than that, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be on that one. And lastly, I looked at a Thursday game. That one is 7 p.m. Eastern. It is Utah at California in the Pac-12. Looking at Ken Palm's score prediction, we should get a line somewhere in the neighborhood of Utah -5 with a total of about 133. This is a revenge game for Utah. They were a 12-point home favorite against Cal last month. They led by 12 at the half and ended up losing by 9. I believe they got outscored 50-29 at home in the second half. Completely laid down. And Cal managed to pull that upset without their leading scorer, Matt Bradley, who did not play in that game. So your average bettor is going to look at that and say, well, surely they can beat Utah again because Matt Bradley is playing for this game. But it's usually not that easy. Looking inside the numbers for that game, we see Cal shot 58.6% from 2-point range. Their season average is only 48.6%. Utah's defensive season average for 2-point percentage is only 45.1%. So it's highly unlikely Cal is going to be able to come close to duplicating what they did in that first meeting. We also need to consider what the situation leading up to that first meeting. Utah was coming off a win versus Stanford, which at the time was their biggest win of the season. And at that time, Cal was just 1-6 in Pac-12 play. So Utah could have very easily been taking them lightly. Could explain why they had a double-digit lead at the half and then just came out flat in the second half. Didn't expect Cal to put up a fight, and they did. That will not happen this time around. Heading into this matchup, Cal has lost 6 straight, and I don't see that ending here against revenge-minded Utah, who is the better team. They're going to be looking to prove that this time around. So I'll be looking to back Utah if I can get them at -6 or less. I'm also going to be looking to take the under here if the total is 133 or more. If you look at how much above average Cal shot in that first meeting, and they still only combined to total 135 points in that game. So I'm definitely going to be taking a strong look at the under in this game as well. That's going to do it for this video. You can follow me on Twitter at WagerTalk Dwayne. Don't forget coupon code ALL249 at dbbets.com to get you $100 off my 30-day all-access package. Thanks for watching, and until next time, best of luck on all your wagers.